Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter at Movies TV Mad and now on Vero at Movies TV Mad. So, Superman and Lois showrunner has confirmed that Doomsday is coming to Superman and Lois Season 2. Now, I haven't seen the season premiere of Season 2, but I think there was a tease for Doomsday. You'll get more of a tease in Episode 2, apparently. Then Episode 3, a full reveal. And this is what Todd, the showrunner of Superman and Lois, had to say. Very exciting. That tease is our homage to a classic Doomsday cover. Then in Episode 2, you're going to see him a little bit more in Episode 3. You'll get the full reveal. There's so much lore and mythology in the Superman universe that we feel it's our obligation to tell a unique story. We take inspiration from the comics as much as possible and then we try to twist it. We did the same thing here. I think one of the things that we all really dig about the comic book world, but particularly with the villains, is finding ways to use assumptions about a character and then flipping that. Now this is interesting because the assumption about Doomsday is that he's a grotesque monster that will destroy everything and everyone in front of him. So will they make him some kind of victim? I don't know. And finding ways to explain things that haven't been explained in the comics, like the use of something or why a character does a certain thing. It'll all be revealed in Episode 3, but there are a couple of little things that we're doing that I can't explain too much because I'll give it away, but you'll see how we're influenced by certain pieces and why we used it to create work that is hopefully a cool reveal. So what we don't know is here if Doomsday is playing a huge part. Is this a cameo reveal? It sounds like they're going full swing with Doomsday in this season, but when you get Doomsday, you know what happens. Doomsday kills Superman in the comics, as most of us all know, in an epic battle. In fact, Superman and Doomsday in their fight in the comics kill each other, very similar to what happened in BVS. Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice was the last time we saw the creature Doomsday. So is he going to kill Superman? It's interesting because here it looks like they're going to kind of reverse a few things. I don't know, twist the narrative a bit. I don't know exactly what they're going to do here, but I think it's very, very interesting. One of the things, I suppose we can have a little balance in the conversation and see that in the comics, Doomsday has the perfect story. And we had it in Smallville. Smallville never had the budget, but they did a cool story for Doomsday. I don't think they did the monster that much justice. They didn't have the budget to CGI him, say he was a guy in a costume. He still looked pretty cool for back then, but then they gave him this kind of Bruce Banner kind of thing where he had this human form, then he turned into Doomsday, Davis Bloom, and I thought that was kind of a really cool way of doing it. So I don't know what they're actually going to do here. Is he from this world? Is he from Arrowverse? Is this Doomsday from the multiverse? It'll be very, very interesting to see what they do with him. Superman and Lois has been a version of Superman, certainly in the first season, people have been very excited about. And I think all round it's been glowing. I think what Todd Helbig's done is amazing. What he's done, he's taken elements from the Snyderverse, from the Donnerverse, and he's mixed them all in to his show. So there's no kind of argument, should Superman be dark, should Superman be light. Sometimes he's light, sometimes he's dark. And I think it's really worked for the show. They've got a great version of Superman. They've got a great version of Lois. They've got this story where Superman and Lois have got these twin boys. One of them has got powers, and Jonathan now in the comics actually does have powers and is the new Superman. Doesn't have powers, so that's very interesting. But it'll be interesting ultimately who Doomsday is. Could there be a twist here that one of the sons ends up being able to turn into Doomsday? That would be absolutely compelling. I'm not sure if that's true. That's just kind of a theory I'm playing with here. So it's very exciting that Superman and Lois are introducing Doomsday. And we'll have to wait and see what they're going to do with it. But this show is going from strength to strength. And this is what happens when you have someone like Todd Helbig running the narrative. This is what he did with Flash season 1 and 2. It was so good. It was so compelling. And when he left, it wasn't so good. So I'm so glad he's staying. I hope he stays for the full run. Losing Todd would be a big problem for me because it's his concept. and it's a great concept. But Doomsday is coming to the show, and I just can't wait to see what they do with him. Shazam! Fury of the Gods director David F. Sandberg says there will be more adult themes and humour for Shazam! Fury of the Gods, which I think is really cool. I love what we've done with it. I like that the kids are a little bit older, so that you can lean into a little more adult humour, and also just adult stakes and adult issues that one deals with it at 16 and 17 that you don't deal with at 13 and 14. Again, this is really good. You know, people have kind of said, oh my God, they're going to look too old, blah, blah, blah. But I think they're doing a natural progression of time. They're not going to say that it's a direct continuation from just after the first Shazam movie. So this is cool. This isn't a problem. You know, Billy Bats and you know, the Shazam family are like us. They grow older, and that's fine, and that isn't an issue. And I think taking advantage of that and using it in the narrative stake and saying there's going to be more adult humour, more adult stakes, more adult drama, I think is very, very good for the movie. I'm looking forward to this film. You know, the Shazam universe is really being fleshed out with Black Adam coming in the summer as well. So it'd be interesting what they do with the kids now. They're slightly older. It's Peacemaker Day today, and we've seen a clip where John Cena's Peacemaker actually cries over killing Rick Flag. Now, I haven't seen the scene myself, so if it's kind of humorous or it's genuine, but if it is genuine, I think this is important, because personally I wasn't happy about Rick Flag being killed off. He was one of the better elements of the original Suicide Squad movie, and hopefully within the multiverse and within Flash we can bring him back, because I don't think it was a wise decision to kill him off. And I love the actor Joel Kinnaman, and I'd love to see him back. But it's great that in this series they're kind of referencing that, and they're looking at that a little bit deeper, that he didn't really want to kill him. He felt he had no choice but to kill him. He was under orders by Amanda Waller to make sure that evidence of what happened there never got out. And Rick Flag, being the moral good soldier, you know, saw the cruelty that was being done within the story of this movie, and he wanted to leak it out, and Peacemaker just couldn't allow that. So I think it's really, really good that they're actually facing this and dealing with this, rather than, you know, not dealing with things. So this is really a full-on sequel to James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. Obviously it's streaming, obviously they didn't spend the same amount of money, but I think what you're going to see is it's going to have a motion picture quality to it. So it'll be very, very interesting if we do see any of the Suicide Squad in this streaming series. Could we see Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, for example? I doubt it. Or there could be other cameos, or she could cameo. I can't wait to see. It's going to be a while till I can see it myself, but bring it on, because this is a huge year for DC live action, and I think none of us are ready. This has been the DCEU Daily. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss this perfection. And I'll see you again tomorrow with even more DCEU Daily. Until then, goodbye, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen.